companion who has always been there for you. The one who was present to hear your first words. There for all of the initial steps. The one who was there at the start of your epic journey. There for you in times of adversity and weakness. The one who was present for the accomplishments and success. The one who was there with you through the happiest of times as well as the worst of times. The one who is mindful of the past and plans for the future. There's always that one who has been and will continue to be the one for you. Securing your lifetime experiences. Nico.
Yes, as a group, Nico, we are a financial services group, and there's so many other products that we do have. And especially at NBS Bank, we do have several products. I can mention one. We do have an Easy Save. It's a transactional savings account where you can put your savings in there. There are no monthly charges, so your money is safe. You do get annual interest in that account, and you have access to an ATM just in case you want to withdraw some monies in there. I can mention maybe at Nico Asset Managers, we do have money market investment accounts that you can save with very high interest rates. If you're thinking long-term investments, we have mortgage financing at NBS Bank, where you can decide every month I need to be paying off a mortgage because I'll not be able to make enough money to pay cash to buy a home. So there's several products that if you come to our doors, you'll be able to find financial advice to be able to save better. But we have to mind even the economic environment that we're in at the moment. With the challenges of COVID, these are not the time to go all out spending money willy-nilly because you don't know what the future will bring. So we have to be careful to say that, do I have enough set aside for a rainy day? Because we don't know what 2022 will bring. Back of mind, one should also make sure that is thinking about those things. The economic environment, set aside some money and spend within your means. Don't go on full credit to buy for luxuries that tomorrow you may regret. So always think like that in terms of your financial plan as a person, as an individual, so that your family can thrive better.
As Nico Geno, we are saying we've got a solution. You just need to arrange insurance cover for your vehicle and arrange a personal accident cover which will take care of the injuries in case you are injured. Whatever risks you are facing, Nico Geno will be there for you. And those flying outside, we've got a special cover to take care of your worries. Those driving to the village, I know others will be saying, what will happen to my house when I'm on leave? We've got a cover ensuring house holders, house owners. In other words, the house is covered under fire, or house owners. Even the contents can be covered. So as Nico Geno, we are a solution to all the challenges people are having in their mind. Ifeyo ngati Nico Geno, sitiyang'ana kukula kwa client kapena business imene ili. Aliyense amene akuona kuti ali ndi challenge ina yake yofuna wina amthandizire. Pachizungu tinganene kuti risks. Ifeyo Nico Geno tili pa side. Kotero kuti tili wokonzeka kuwathandizira. Kaya kupanga business ya saluni, ngati akuona kuti ndalama zimene akutolera mwina zitakubeba. Kapena mukupanga saluni yawo china chake akuona kuti chikuwasokoneza maganizo. Ife Nico atha kutipeza tizawathandiza. Tili ndi ma insurance osiyana-siyana. Yes, as Nico Geno, we've got more than motor insurance cover. I will start by looking at the those who are planning to grow crops. I've deliberately targeted crops because we are approaching rainy season. For southern region, it has started raining. People have already bought fertilizer, seeds, chemicals, but what they don't know is whether they'll have drought or not, and how will they manage if there are fall armyworms, pests and diseases. All these risks, we are saying Nicogeno has got crop insurance cover and will be there to cover them. For the tobacco farmers, we have got a tailor-made insurance product. We call it Mtetezi. It covers the tobacco from the time of transplanting, growing in the field, up to the time of picking the leaf, taking it to the grading shed, processing, until that tobacco is delivered to auction floors. We cover them against hail damage, floods, excessive rainfall, theft, even fire. All those are covered. Apart from that, I'm mindful of the fact that of late the government has embarked on a number of infrastructure projects, road constructions, buildings. As Nicogeno, we have not left out those contractors. Any contractor who has won a project somewhere, Nicogeno will be there to cover the project, all the things associated with construction. We will cover the contract works, we will cover damage surrounding property, damages to property belonging to other people, injuries, and apart from that, we are there to provide bid security, performance bond, and even advance payment bond. All those are available at Nicogeno, and we are prepared to support all those contractors out there.
Balancing a manual car as a learner driver is difficult. Parallel parking is difficult. Seeing clearly when the incoming car has full lights on is difficult. But ensuring your car is not difficult with Nicogeneral's Kapa Easy. 39,950 kwacha only gives you 3 months of third-party insurance cover for your personal vehicle. For more information, contact us on 323 and ask about Kapa Easy. Nicogeno, Yapa Easy.
The bank is very committed to financial inclusion, and is not taking financial inclusion as something to do with only business, but is taking financial inclusion as something that is the future of the country. And as the country prospers, the bank believes that it will also prosper. So what happened is that from the beginning, the bank was ushering products and the services towards financial inclusion. But then in 2012, the bank went into an extra gear where, apart from the research that was conducted by Finscope, the bank went into its own research to make sure that we have the studies that tell us to say what are the many problems that are hindering financial inclusion. And some of them who came out to be distance to our banks. So you find that most of the banks in the country will be based maybe at a district center or in the cities. And if you look at districts like in Zimba, it's a very big district, but most of the banks are at the Boma. So you find that people have to travel long distances to access those banking services. So the cost of going to those banks is so high. So because of that, the bank now innovated to come up with what we call Bank Pafupi as a channel, which can sit right in the neighborhood of the people. And at the same time, the other problem was through these studies, it was revealed that the paperwork was excluding people naturally. So you find that some of the requisite things or the papers that people are supposed to have, the people in the village were not having those things. So naturally banks were excluding people. So this time around, NBS Bank, from 2012, it came up with the products such as Pafupi Savings Account, and then now we have Easy Wallet and other services like cardless withdrawal that are taking away that barrier so that everyone can enjoy the services of NBS Bank. Bank Pafupi, it's a very simple concept. It's what we call agency banking. So what happens is that the bank says, I can't be everywhere because the cost of me, the whole bank, to be everywhere is so high. And it takes a lot of years to plan to have a bank in a certain area. But I can go into partnership with the several institutions and indeed people that can offer the same banking services that I'm offering closer to the people. So what is happening is that NBS Bank partners with the institutions like in this case Farmers World, Agora, Post.net, and so on and so forth. Also partners with individuals that have shops to offer specific banking services. For example, they can offer withdrawals, they can offer deposits, they can offer school fees payments, loan repayments. People can buy electricity tokens, water tokens, pay bills, and so on and so forth. So this is how the concept of Bank Pafupi is. The first thing that I would say differentiates Bank Pafupi from other competitors is the network. So you'll find that as I speak now, Malawians will agree with me as they are listening to me that in every corner of Malawi, you are going to find Bank Pafupi. It's not just rhetoric, it's something that they can see. So you'll find that when we are saying that people can access banking services within their neighborhood, it's really correct. So that robustness of the network is a differentiator. The second thing is that we're also looking at the cost, because we're saying people are not banking because the cost of traveling to the bank was so high. So you will find that to access the banking services on the Bank Pafupi channel, the cost is so low. Probably we could be the lowest in terms of accessing services on Bank Pafupi channel. So that is also a differentiator. And another differentiator is that we have partnered with huge institutions that can take on huge amounts, be it 10 million, be it whatever amount. They can take on those amounts. So these are some of the differentiators. They should expect easy life, because NBS Bank, like you put it, is about easy. So they should expect easy life, and we call it ta. That's how we want people to bank. So the whole bank, the whole buildings that they were seeing, it's going to be reduced into a bank on their phone, into an account like we have done on their number. And they don't have to walk, 1 kilometer. They just have to walk 3 steps and then they access the cash if they want. So it's as simple as that.
Easy is when you can seamlessly and securely bank on your WhatsApp. Just send hello to 0885 700 322. Then ta. Ay, now that is what easy banking feels like. Bank easy with the new Easy Bank Reloaded 2.0. NBS Bank, your caring bank.
Just as a bit of a background for Nicolife, as a company, it has got 2 sections. The corporate section, which is also known as the group business, and it also has the retail section, which we call individual business. This is where we fall into. And in the individual business, we focus on individuals, be it informal employment, like in government departments, private sector, and government organizations, and even self-employed, those who are doing their own businesses that give them a regular income. So these are the people which we deal with in individual business. Right, so taking it up from the previous program, we did hear about black tax, and indeed this is a problem which we have to deal with. Nicolife has quite a number of solutions to issues to do with black tax. If you recall, there were some specific examples of black tax which were given. For instance, funeral expenses for relatives who die back home, school fees for relatives, maybe buying fertilizer for the uncles, the aunties, even the direct parents back home. All these issues really affect our income flow. But Nicolife came up with various solutions that tackle these black taxes. For instance, we have a funeral policy which we call Tilinam Funeral Plan. This directly tackles the issue of funeral expenses. If an aunt and uncle dies back in the village, you're not going to dip into your pockets. Rather, you just pick up your phone, call Nicolife. If you have an insurance policy with Nicolife, and they'll be able to meet the funeral expenses. We have products that respond to the needs of school fees for children. We have a policy which we call Child Saver policy. When you take up on that policy, you are sure that your kid, whether you are alive or you pass on, will still finish his or her education. We have policies which respond to the annual events. For instance, you will be having plans every year, go on a holiday, have wedding anniversaries, birthday parties, or indeed buying fertilizer for parents or relatives. So we have a policy that pays out cash bonus every year. And this policy, the bonus which you get every year is going to be able to assist you to meet those expenses. But apart from that, we also have other solutions which responds directly to our life goals. For instance, you may plan to say, at the end of 3 years, I want to attain a certain level of education. I want to do my MBA, or I want to buy a house, start building a house. I want to buy a car. We have policies like savings protection policy. We have policies like cash plus policies. These, at the end of a certain short term, you are able to have a lump sum of cash which can help you to realize your goals. Right, so yes, I think at the beginning we've had issues, even looking at the background of us as Malawians, issues to do with the funeral insurance policy. There's a lot of questions to say mwina sharo nango funa apia bale yake akapangika chini drum. But we've seen over time how this is being embraced in the country, but also we've seen how funerals really have a cut into our income. So Nico Life came up with this policy, funeral policy, to directly respond to that need of covering expenses for funerals. So if one is on that policy, whether it's an uncle or a direct relative or extended family members, once death occurs, it is so simple if one has that policy. Because one is rest assured all the expenses are going to be covered by the insurance company. So that's where we come in. And as you rightly say, it's as low as 800 kwacha a month. And I'm that is supposed. So you start with 800 kwacha, and there are categories there in which you receive as benefits 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, up to $1 million. So depending on your income levels, you may choose the 800 kwacha one, or we have also other categories up to 6,500 a month. So it's not a policy, it's not a hoax, it's real, it's something that we are doing. There are people who have benefited from this policy and are able to bear testimony on the same. Again, it's so easy to acquire the policy. As we've said, digitally, you can just dial *325#. You'll be able to be registered there as the policy holder. So on any network, whether TNM or Airtel, if you dial *325#, you find that there is a menu where you can register as a policy holder. And once you finalize that, it gives you a policy number, meaning that you are now registered with Nico Life as a policy holder for Dignam Funeral Policy. So, as I had indicated earlier, one of the solutions that we have is that for school fees for children, which is Child Saver policy. This is a policy that benefits everyone, specifically for the school fees for children. Whether you are alive, once you have that policy, you are assured that your child is going to finish his or her education. So once we take up on that policy, there is a term through which that policy runs, and Unfortunately, if one passes on along the way, that policy may still continue up until all the education needs for that child are taken care of to the end of the policy. This is a very good plan that we have as Nico Life. It is both an investment policy but also a life cover, in the sense that when one takes up that policy, the good thing is that you enjoy on that policy whilst you are alive. But even if you pass on, those who you leave behind are able to get the benefits on the policy. So, for instance, if one takes a policy for a 12-year term, after every 3 years, he's able to cash in terms of cash bonuses. So, I'll give an instance where one takes a policy, a cover of 10 million. In the 3rd year, 6th year, and 9th year, he's going to be getting 1 million as cash bonus. Okay. But at the end of the term, if one is able to live through the policy, he also gets all the benefits on the policy, the maturity benefits of the policy. But in case one passes on, the benefits are paid out to the beneficiaries that are laid out in the policy. So whilst you are alive, you enjoy the cash bonuses. Unfortunately, if you pass on, you are sure that your family is not going to suffer because you've left behind something which is going to take care of them.
Kumbukirani kuti ife a Nico Life timakhala nanu pamene mwagweredwa zovuta kudzera mu Tili Nanu Funeral Plan. Gwiritsani ntchito foni yanu ya m'manja ndi kuyimba *325# kuti mugule polisi imeneyi. Pajatu sifunanso khobiri lambiri ayi. Kuyambira ndi 800 kwacha yokha mukonza kuzalandira 1 million kwacha pa nthawi ya zovuta. Nico ndizotheka.